Hey guys, we're back for episode 5 of the Ozark. And boy, I cannot believe how much stuff actually happened in this episode. Like, by the end of it, I honestly just thought it was about the horse ranch, but then I went back and looked over my notes and I'm like, oh my god, there's like 100 little details in this episode. Like, it starts off with the whole like Maya Miller going on trying to convert Marty Bird back into like an informant on the cartel, and also vice versa. Marty wants to convert Maya Miller into the cartel. It's kind of like this weird game of cat and mouse where neither one which knows who the cat and who the mouse is. It's like, I'm gonna trick you, but I'm gonna trick you, and vice versa. And they're playing this weird game with each other, and I don't think either one really knows what's going on. But I still feel like Marty has the upper hand in all of this right now. Just for the moment. We also found out that they're gonna be cutting back on the Smurfs, because they had 20 Smurfs that were doing in rotations of 10 at a time, each given, again, the $9,000 to go spend at the casino. But now they want to do it in one big baller session. And nobody better to do this than Ben Davis, the guy whose mother died after investing with Marty Bird in season 2. Yeah, I think he had close to $1 million, so that will be a really quick cash infusion. Although I have a feeling, a very odd sneaking suspicion, that Ben Davis is actually going to win really big, and it's going to be for a hilarious episode. I just don't know what's going to happen with that, but I have a feeling he's going to win really big. We have the cartel informant that's trying to sleep with Erin to get to Helen. And that's going really well because Charlotte is just not having any of it. She's playing the daddy card. It's like, my dad knows your boss and they're basically like BFFs, so you can't see Erin anymore, okay? He's like, I'm not taking no orders from no teenage girl, but I'm gonna go sleep with a teenage girl because I'm a big boy. Yeah, this guy's kind of fucking sick in the head. Pardon my French, but I think he is just a wee little bit sick in the head. And I hope he gets caught, and I hope Helen... Actually, you know what I think is really gonna happen with that whole situation? I think that the informant is going to let Erin know what his mother is, and his mother is going to kill him. Yeah, that's probably likely going to happen. Erin finds out what her mother really does. Helen ends up going back and killing the mob informant, and that's pretty much the end of that storyline. Except then we have a new storyline that's going to start up from that. And that's going to be all about Erin kind of getting pissy with her mom for the entire season. That's going to be just great. Oh, I forgot, there was even the Zeke hearing this episode too. You know, when Wendy ended up going on and get whacked in the face a couple episodes ago? The hillbilly punch? Yeah, that happened. It seems like a while ago at this point. But yeah, it happened. And now we are back at the trial, and who else but Wyatt shows up at this trial, and Wyatt testifies against Wendy Bird and lies, saying that Wendy Bird struck her first. And Miss Snell ends up winning the child and gets off the hook, goes back home, and she is so happy that she ends up sleeping with Wyatt. Wyatt's like, oh my god, that was the best sex I've ever had. And Mrs. Snell is just like, honey, I got some real experience. I'm like 200 years old. And Wyatt's like, man, I love me that 200-year-old lifestyle. Man, Wyatt needs to join Altered Carbon. He can really get some experience that way. Oh, and then Miss Snow had such a good time that she's like, I'm gonna go pick up my poppy fields right from the get-go. And there was this weird interaction actually, right when they were right about to plant the poppy farm, where Wyatt kisses Mrs. Snell's hand. And one of the henchmen sees this happen. I have a feeling this is going to play into something a little bit bigger as the season commences. Guess we'll have to find out for that one. Oh, and then there was like the little prank war that was going on between Ruth and Cosgrove Jr. Like, it started with Ruth getting kidnapped and getting dropped off in the boonies, and then Mr. Boyfriend, Wendy Bird's brother, comes to the rescue with French toast points and a bunch of bird feed. Ooh, excuse me. And a bunch of bird feed, and just dumps it on the car. Massive bird poop fiesta going on there. Oh, and the sad part is we ain't gonna figure out what happens to that car until next episode. And I'm going to bed because I don't want to do any more of these tonight. Oh, but the biggest part of the entire episode was the cartel letting Wendy Bird and Marty Bird know that they want to buy a ranch. And this ranch is pretty much the main portion of the episode. The rest was kind of just filler fun stuff. So they go to purchase this from this lady named Ollie, and she's so excited. It's like, never before has an investor came over here and wanted to work with me to help me do what I want to do. And they were just, yes, we want to help you as much as possible. We are your angel investors. Then they end up going away, cartel ends up popping on in, and they neuter a horse. Take his balls off, cut him up good. And Ollie comes in and she sees this. She's freaking out. The lawyer ends up freaking out. And everybody is making a big scene about this. Wendy ends up calling Navarro. Likely a mistake, but Navarro kind of crossed the line here. It turns out that this was Navarro's nemesis in the war, and his nemesis's horse was stabled there. So I guess the logical thing is, let's buy a ranch to neuter a horse of my enemy. Yeah, because $100 million for a ranch, easy slight, you know, it's normal stuff, right? Well, Navarro's like, Wendy Bird, I own you. And you are nothing, we are not partners, I own you. Yeah, Wendy Bird ain't happy about this. I'm very positive that she's going to try to convince Marty to get out, rat them out, become informants on them. And I have a feeling this entire season is going to be taking a whole new twist. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment below. Until next time, I'm done.